3 times a week, Sadat Duhira meets with pupils at a primary school in Kampala. With needles and scissors, they transform old cloth into reusable sanitary pads. Menstruating can be a very traumatic experience for young girls in Uganda.
When you enter MP, you can get ashamed and boys can laugh for you. So you feel ashamed and you may not come back to school another day.
Duhira knows the pain these girls suffer. When they were students, his 3 sisters often stayed at home when they had their period. One of Duhira's female classmates left and never came back to school at all. Instead, the teenage girl was married off to a much older man. Duhira believes that his sanitary pads can make a difference.
They help the poor urban girl children, and this is a poor urban place where we have a lot of girls who get a lot of problems regarding menstruation. Most of them get stigmatized.
Ordinary sanitary pads cost around $2 per pack. Too expensive for many young women who resort to using scraps of cloth or towels or leaves when they have their period. With stained clothes or bulging pants, they would end up getting bullied by classmates. Many girls decide to stay out of school. With the reusable pads, however, girls like Joan can face class again without these problems.
It helps me not to get embarrassed when I get my period just because I do not have the money to buy sanitary pads.
The pads do not only keep the girls in school, but also help them to generate a small income. Together, they have started a small business. The sale of the pads allows the girls to buy new materials to keep up production. Duhira hopes this will teach important skills about running a small business and help the girls to be more independent.
So they can do sewing in their communities, and they can do some kind of mending, clothes, designs, and so on. So it's another way of teaching girls how to making out their own jobs.
The Ugandan government considers feminism as something un-African. Issues regarding sexuality are not openly discussed here. But some Ugandans are breaking the silence, such as the leading feminist Stella Nyansi, who teaches here at the Makerere University in Kampala.
Bodily functions around menstruation, for example, around the breasts and the genital area, and cleaning, for example, hygiene, bodily hygiene, that are taboo, not to be discussed in the presence of men, not to be discussed outside one's age group. And so I think the first thing is to empower girls to have safe spaces in which the issues can be talked about.
Nyansi and her views are much disliked by the Ugandan government. As an outspoken feminist, she was recently detained and spent several months in a maximum security prison. Duhira says that other men find his engagement strange, but he cannot see how caring for one another can be anything else but African.
I am also a human being. I feel the same pain my sister feels, and if my sister gets a problem, I'll be also responsible in one way or another.
Duhira does not care how others may judge him. He simply wants these girls to go to school without feeling shame.